All right, before we actually go through and answer the questions that are at the bottom and seeing what's true and what's not true, let's just make some observations. Take just a minute to use our good evaluation of the circumstances skills to see what's going on in this graph. Okay, I can see that we are looking at the cost. Okay, that is what my y-axis is at. I should always look at y first. Y is telling me how much I'm rising by, and I'm rising by the cost in this case. And then I'm going to look at my x. X in this case is telling me my ounces. I can always read the problem too. See, the cost of a smoothie is proportional to the number of ounces shown on the graph. Select the statements that apply. Okay, so every time my ounces are added, my cost goes up. All right, now let's see how much by. If I look at this, I have, if I go over 1 ounce, I'm going to go up by 0.5, which is 50 cents. Okay, now I'm going to go over to that 2, and I added 1 ounce of liquid, and I'm going up by another, to get from 50 cents to $1, I go up by 50 cents. All right, let's see if it stays proportional again. I go over to the 3 ounces to get from 2 ounces to 3 ounces. I'm going over 1, and I'm going from $1 to $1.50, which means I am adding 50 cents. So yes, it is proportional. It is going up by 50 cents every single time, and I am gaining 1 ounce. I add that 0 on the end because we express money with cents to the nearest 100, okay? I also observe that this starts at 0 because, of course, if you have 0 ounces, it's going to cost $0. Anything else that I notice? So these are ordered pairs. It states the first number is my x value. So x value is my ounces. So in this case, that would mean that I have 4 ounces and it's going to cost me $2. Okay, 4 is my ounces, 2 is my cost. This is another way to look at ratios, but in this case, I'm looking at my money, which would be $2, to my ounces, which would be 4 ounces. Just knowing what those numbers mean in the problem. All right, let's go ahead and look at the numbers now. The unit rate is 0. Okay, unit rate is per 1. Per 1, in this case, ounce. No, we just talked about this. Every time we go over an ounce, we are gaining 50 cents. So that's not true. The unit rate is 0.5. The unit rate is 1. Nope. Okay. Now, for each smoothie, it costs $2 for every 1 ounce. I go over 1 ounce and I only go up by 50 cents. That's not true. For each smoothie, it costs $1 for 2 ounces. So if I go over to 2 ounces, I am doing $1. 50 cents plus 50 cents is $1. And then finally, for each smoothie, it costs $2 for every 4 ounces. If I go over to 4 ounces and I go up, it's going to cost me $2. That is true. Just analyzing that information. First, I broke down and observed as much as I possibly could before I ever got to these questions down here. I know that every time I gain an ounce, every time I multiply the ounce, it's going to be multiplied by 50 cents. I don't start off with any rate, and that's going to represent my total cost.